So I just paid off my overdraft, which feels damn good. A few weeks ago, we had a six-figure launch, and I've managed to pay myself quite well from that. And the first thing I did was pay off an overdraft and some credit cards. Because, and this is the part of entrepreneurship and owning your own business that people don't talk about, for the last year and a half, almost 2 years, I've basically been living off credit cards. At the beginning of 2023, so about 18 months ago, I ran a digital marketing agency and we lost several of our big clients all at the same time. It was a coincidence that it happened at the same time, but my income basically went to zero and we went into emergency mode, just trying to keep the company afloat. At the same time, ChatGPT had just come out publicly a couple of months before. So I'm there kind of trying to bail water out the ship, trying to keep us afloat while also looking over the bow and seeing, hey, what's this? What's this ChatGPT thing? When you run a digital marketing agency and you could see what ChatGPT 3.5, so an early version, could do, that got you worried. And pretty much for the whole of 2023, I had very little cash. So I started to live on credit cards and savings and whatever I could. I even sold my guitar at one point just to make the mortgage, and started to build up Prompt Entrepreneur, the business that I now run. That started with a newsletter, which has been going almost a year now, then course sales, ebooks, lots of different products, and then in the last month, the AI workshop cohort, which we launched, and it was a six-figure launch. So that big launch allowed me to pay off all of the debt that I've accumulated over the last year, which is fantastic. But when you own your own business, this is not guaranteed. There was zero guarantee that the launch was going to work, and the first time we ran it, we were expecting around £20,000 worth of sales, not what we finally got. Obviously, I'm ecstatic about this, but it is just a warning and a reminder to people who do run their own business that there are good times and there are bad times. You may have to go through a year or more of not being able to pay yourself properly, and that is stressful, and there may or may not be a large payout at the end of it all. It is not guaranteed, unlike a salary, unlike a job. This is why I always recommend to people who want to start their own business that they should keep their job, at least initially, so that you are not building from a place of scarcity. If you are building your business but also trying to make rent, then you start to make stupid decisions. You're not building for the future, you're building for income right now, just so you can pay your bills. Therefore, it makes sense to keep some kind of stable income, a job, a salary, whilst you're building on the side. As soon as whatever you're building starts to generate income, you can decrease the hours, you can move to 4 days and 3 days, whatever it is in your job, in order to keep that stability whilst having more time to build. Building a business takes time, and there will be dry months where you just don't make much cash, and you need to be ready for that. It's a side of entrepreneurship that people don't normally talk about, but it is important that we acknowledge this. If there's something you want to build, good God, go for it. Like, you should be building it, but make sure you're building it from a place of stability.